Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 26th of October 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Tarot of the Golden Wheel for today's reading. Let's see what the cards have to say about Tuesday and what the day is going to look like. So I hope you've had a really good start to the week. I want to shuffle the tarot cards a few times here and see what the day's energy has to offer you and what the cards want to share. So let's see what Tuesday is all about. Okay, first card is the Four of Cups. Okay. Then we have Strength. Lovely. And Judgment. Wow. Okay. So if you want to experience a sense of rebirth and purpose and a vision for the future, it's important to take a break, to rest, to recharge your batteries. That will reveal your inner strength, and that will then lead to much bigger and better things, which don't seem mundane, but which seem almost divine and magical. You can see both of these cards, even though this is in the suit of water, which has to do with love and spirituality and your emotions. And this card is Strength, the Major Arcana card. They both seem very earthy. We've got all the trees here. We've got a lot of greenery around. So something that seems mundane and simple. Like I'm going to take an hour to meditate, or I'm going to take a nice bath in the morning, or I'm going to go for a walk around the forest. Those are the kind of simple things which will translate into something much bigger, and it will open up your vision, your sense of meaning and purpose for your life. And it stems from this simple self-care that reveals your strength and then elevates you to this next level. So that's beautiful. If you do have the opportunity to take a break or to schedule a few hours for yourself to do something that you really enjoy, that would be a very good idea, because it will lead to new insights and eureka moments. It's really positive. So the Four of Cups, usually this, well, it's depicted similarly to this. It's a young man and one cup is being handed to him, and the hand is kind of disembodied and it comes out of this cloud. And then he's got three cups in front of him, and he usually is slumped forward. He's got his arms crossed and he's not aware of the new cup coming in, nor is he looking at the cups he already has. So the card often has to do with apathy, or a lack of understanding, or sometimes even a sense that I know that there are good things in my life, but right now I just can't feel them. All I want to do is sit under the willow tree and focus on the negative. I want to not only take time out to rest, but I want to feel sorry for myself a little bit. I want to take a moment to assess what is going on, and I just want to ruminate and mull over the stuff that I haven't got in life instead of focusing on the good things. So in the usual card, each cup represents something good in life. So a nice place in the city, a fabulous relationship with the parents or the children, the ability to create and to have a job that you enjoy, sense of connection with the self, and feeling entitled, and like you're entitled to share your opinion, or that you have something valuable to offer. But here in this card, we've got two cups in the front and then two cups in the back. And I get the sense that he's kind of lamenting a relationship that hasn't gone the way he wanted it to go. And he's like, oh, why didn't that work out? Why don't I get what I want? Poor me. No one loves me. Everyone else is in a happy relationship. I'm not. And why is this happening? So not only do I want to take a rest, but I want to give myself the opportunity to really fall into a sense of depression or self-pity, and I just want to ruminate and stew in those feelings. I don't know about you, but I can certainly relate with that. Sometimes obsessing or even engaging in negative thinking, it can, one, feel very familiar. It can almost feel nurturing, like someone patting you on the shoulder and saying, oh, poor you, haven't you had a tough time of it? But that kind of thing, it doesn't really help. I mean, sometimes, of course, we need to assess where we are in life and to say that situation wasn't great. and it didn't make me happy. But to roll around in that energy and to say, oh, I'm the only person on the planet who suffers, it's not going to generate anything positive on you. So the card is saying that do take a time out, give yourself the chance to relax and to recharge your batteries and to look at what's been going on and to try and make sense of it. But if you notice yourself going a little bit too far with it and you do go into self-pity mode, then just stop short and deliberately focus on the things that you can be grateful for. So the example with the 2 and 2, I may not be married right now, but I do have a fabulous place to live and I get to sit under a willow tree and no one's bothering me and I have the freedom to decide where and when I do what. So there is something to be grateful for. And contemplation, if there's the potential to take it to a dark level, then there's also the potential to take it to a really positive light level. So avoid self-pity for a sense of spiritual understanding or awakening. That's really the gift of these two cards in this spread today, I feel. Next, we've got the Strength card. The Strength card is the 8th card in the Major Arcana. And usually it's a woman taming a lion, soothing the beast. And it refers to your ability to handle circumstances, to handle yourself, to manage your reaction, and to look at your circumstances objectively and to say, how can I make the most out of this? Instead of reacting badly and becoming vindictive or getting my own back, how can I look at this and say, well, I actually overcame this and I'm still standing and I still got beautiful blonde hair and a beautiful dress. So what am I really so upset about? So I'm getting a very different message here with this card. It's kind of like letting go of things that have pained you in the past. Oh, wow. So you have the strength to let go of things that have caused you emotional pain. So if you've been grieving a relationship for a long time, you were married for 10 years, you got divorced 5 years ago, but you still find yourself going through it every day. What happened? Could I have done something differently? Was it my fault? Am I ever going to be in a relationship again? And that can become a habit, that kind of negative loop. I think we all have those. And today, one, you can become aware of one of your negative loops. And then second of all, you have the strength to say, you know what, enough. I'm not going to try and assess this endlessly. That happened. I'm still here. I've got a future ahead of me, in front of me. I don't need to repeat the dynamics of the past. And if I choose again, and if I try and be present in the now and look at what I enjoy and what my higher self wants me to do, then I have a lot of good stuff in front of me. So changing the perspective around from isn't it all dreadful and awful to the best is yet to come. And that really is strength because it's not guaranteed. You have to have faith that your life is going to present you with good things, that you can create good things. And it's not self-pity. Self-pity doesn't take a lot of strength. It's easy to say, oh, aren't I sad and poor and alone? Sorry, I'm laughing because I can totally relate to self-pity. But it does take more strength to say, do you know what? That wasn't the best, but I'm going to change things for the better in future and I'm looking forward to it. And you have that ability today. She's sitting on the bear. So it's not even like she's having to tame this beast. It looks pretty tame to me. It looks relaxed, calm. She's even got a log to make her feet more comfortable. So things that are usually very difficult, especially in terms of your emotions, they seem super easy today and you'll be able to let go of things that don't serve you. So look at the negative cycles and the negative self-talk that you expose yourself to and cut it out because it doesn't help. It just manifests more negativity. Finally, Judgment, the 20th card in the Major Arcana. Usually it's an angel blowing a trumpet and people are rising from their coffins. And it's a reminder that, oh, wow, I do have a life to live. I do have a job here on planet Earth and something bigger out there is invested in how I do down here. And I'm not alone and I can do it. I'm encouraged. Hooray. Here we've simply got a beautiful angel kind of twirling around and she looks kind of crystally and there's all this water and the blue dress. So your feelings, if you exercise some personal strength and you don't let yourself sink into the abyss of despair and instead you deliberately say, I am grateful for these things and in future I would like to climb this mountain and to have a relationship that actually works and to be creative, and you set certain goals for yourself, you kind of make use of this angel who comes in and says, yes, I will support you in those ventures. I'll encourage you and I'll be with you every step of the way so that you can get the things that you want. You deserve them. So that's the key. Setting goals will feel like there's some sort of greater divine purpose at work, and you can tap into that and end up with a wonderful sense of, I can do this and I do deserve to have this future that I've just laid out for myself. Other people aren't going to make it happen for me. I'm going to make it happen for me. And that's good and fine and empowering. I set the goals. I actually then go about to achieve those goals. And once I'm in that different place, I know I've done it in conjunction with my angels, my guides, my support system, my spiritual support system. And that's who I'm going to thank at the end of this. And I'm going to prove to myself that I am strong and that I can rise above my circumstances. Number-wise, we've got 20 and 8 is 28. And 4 is 32. 3 and 2 is 5. And 5 is freedom. So freedom from negative self-talk that leads to eureka moments, to spiritual awakenings, and proof that you have what it takes to get yourself there. You don't need permission. You don't need money. You don't need a qualification. This is something that you can do on your own in conjunction with your higher self. Fab. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing Tuesday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.